Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good luck. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to the world of Pokemon. I did a little bit of spring cleaning, so I've got some free items and whatnot. This is all good stuff here. Just mostly sold off stuff. That was the big thing. I put in like the HMs, like Strength and Surf, because I don't need them anymore now that I've got the Pokemon I want and all that. But it's good because I'm sure we're gonna go be picking up some items because we've been here before, but we gotta go actually now free people from the Silph company building here. Just another day in the forest, and I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, technically I was. But, so there's stairs. This is a, I believe, 13th floor building. We're gonna go take the elevator first. It's not the way to get to the top. When we were getting Lapras, that's actually the correct way to get there. But we want to go find a very specific person. I think they're on floor 9. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. We're just gonna dilly-dally around here for a bit. Thank you for not stopping me, good sir. Yes, this is it. This is what we want to go find. So, this woman here allows you to take a nap, which restores the health of your Pokemon. This is brilliant. Because the other option of doing this is to, go through, heal up when you need to on your... when you need to heal up your Pokemon, you can use Dig or Teleport your way out of the building, which will put you at the Pokemon Center. But I'm thinking Ember actually might be a good choice. I'll try that first and then see how well Slash works. But the other option is if you basically fight this Rocket member, frees up for you getting to that bed there, so you don't even have to ever leave the building. You just take an elevator ride up, and bam! You're in the hot zone. Is Charmeleon level 33 and shouldn't be? Hang on here. Yes, he should be switched out. Gotta get the others their fair share. But yeah, basically this saves me the troubles of actually having to go through and, leave the building, re-enter it, try to remember where I've been at. I could just stay inside all day. Brilliant. There we go. Lapras also getting to 33. Everybody's just thinking 33 is the cool zone now. Alright. Yeah, we'll try Strength. I believe Strength is a little bit stronger than Headbutt. I think the thing with Headbutt as well, maybe Strength as well, but its big thing is that it can make people flinch. And of course, Snorlax being slow means that there's not a big chance of that happening anytime soon. Here we go. Do a little switchy swoos. Alright. And then switch these two around. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we're gonna go back to floor 2. What we're gonna do is systematically take the floors, basically take every fight, because we can actually take all of these people out. It's kind of a weird scenario where it's like, the Rockets here are pretty much under-leveled. Like, for where you're, for the idea of when you're supposed to come here. Get the Lapras and whatnot. But, like, if they still wanted you to come free the president, like, you're gonna see, like, pretty much, like, if we see a level 30 Pokemon, I'll be shocked. Up until, we get to where Giovanni's at. There we go. Oh, you have one job. You're supposed to take him out, Snorlax. Now I should give you the protein so you have more attack power. Perfect. But yeah, so it's another slow, steady stream of facing Pokemon trainers. Hope that hasn't gotten old real quickly. It's like, hope you're in it for the biscuit. The nice part, though, is like, because we come here at a different time than the game wants us to, like, basically when I took Lapras is about when they want you to come here and do all this stuff, but it's like, I'm like, why? There's no real reason to, like, defeat Giovanni before you go and do Fuchsia City, realistically speaking. But, what do I know? Like, it's just a weird level up system that they were doing there. It should have been, don't do Saffron City stuff until you go and do Koga City stuff. But, what do I know? I'm just a boy. At least Snorlax is level 33, which means we can go back to the mighty Pikachu. So eventually, we're going to get Pikachu to become a Raichu. However, I'm actually going to try Thundershock, see if that just does the trick. Oh, so close. Do a Swift, so at least it won't miss. But of course, I gotta get past the confusion, which apparently I just hurt myself like a billion times over. Nice crit, by the way. Always when they're on low health do they want to go for those criticals. Always. No, I goofed. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. In other news, I actually got a pretty good amount of sleep last night. I feel tired because I didn't actually sleep into the time that I wanted to wake up at, but it was a solid sleep for once. Pretty good sleep time and not having to wake up in the middle of the night for whatever odd reason that was happening. Hopefully this is a standard that continues. Would rather that than go back to Insomniac mode. Not my favorites. But yeah, I just feel tired, but mostly because, we're in the middle part of the day. I've had to go around and do my usual things as well as other stuff I'm catching up on Insomniac. Because let me tell you, I couldn't do, I was pretty much exhausted most of the time. Got used to it the last couple days. But it really made me not want to do anything, just from sheer lack of energy and willpower at that point. Ooh, Nelly. I got too close for comfort there. But I'd rather not go through and do that all over again. Just gonna try Psybeam, hope it goes for the best. There we go. Some delicious XP. Think I'm gonna need to go heal, because little Pikachu's, he's having a rough time as it is. Having a rough day. We're on, what is this, floor 3? Floor 2, got it. We'll be back shortly. And we're back. Good times ahead. I'm sure that guy's not a bad guy. He looks real. It's off limits here. Go home, please. The door was open. It's like you're gonna need to hire a better security guard to keep that all under control, apparently. Alright, Mr. Magnemite, meet Mr. Pikachu. Little Thunder Wave to slow you down. Just a bit. Okay, he's got a Sonic Boom. Everybody remain calm. Remain focused on the task at hand. There we go. Just a quick little swift boom boom. Brilliant stuff. Alright, I'm good at Voltorb because I haven't gotten sick of electric types. Excuse me. Yes! Oh good. Now I have to retreat the Pikachu. Sonic Boom's rough on Pokemon pretty early on into the game, and even the mid-game where realistically, they could take you out with 5 Sonic Booms, and if you're not, if you don't have the right way to take out electric Pokemon quickly, just do that, I suppose. Good thing it's a Kadabra who, oh good! I didn't think he was gonna actually survive that. You are the best. Alright, retreat to Pikachu, then we go back to Kadabra. Little stories like that. Tiny details. Maybe just get more comfortable again. Slacking off here. Been trying to think what else, like if anything else interesting's been happening. Not realistically much, just because I've been tired and exhausted. I guess I'm tired now, but I'm like exhausted's different from being tired. Genuinely, like the past 2 weeks, it was just me thinking about like how nice it would be to just be asleep, stop working, and just do all the things and sleep, sleep, sleep. But I'm like, it's been rough. I will say though, I've been tinkering around, online or whatnot, because I'm like, I have free time and can't sleep. You know, those are like best buddies right there. But, like usually, if it's like, you know, because I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd go and read stories and whatnot. And just be like, alright, see if I can learn anything super useful and whatnot. But I've been learning about, trying to glean any information about new electric vehicles, like from a GM, for instance, like what their lineup is and all that. Still need a lot more information, and of course, like, see how well they perform over time. You know, get those cars into the you know, the basic human populace. But I'm very interested to see in electric vehicles in general. Are you locked in here, or I'm not with Team Rocket? Yes, a new TM. Something that I probably don't need. Hang on, we gotta check it out. See if it's as useless as it is. A self-destruct. Oh good, because that's exactly what I want. Anyway. But I'm very interested in electric cars. One, I'm just interested in technology in general, if we're being honest. Second, I'm not a car person realistically, like a car, oops, well, good thing I won a Thunderbolt anyway. Good, excellent. Like, I don't like cars that are big, loud, and shouty. Like, a car is designed to take me from point A to point B, and it's not a horse. That is, like, those are the basic requirements of a vehicle for me. Also, I have air conditioning because we live in Arizona. But electric vehicles solve a lot of... Oh, good. Pikachu's poisoned. I was just gonna try to do that again, but he might not be able to... Like, Weezing is, like, just underneath half health, so it'd be risky to try to do another Thunderbolt. Might as well go with good old Psychic attacks. But electric vehicles, you know, they don't have a combustible engine, so they don't make a lot of noise, even when you stamp the pedal and whatnot. And they're going to be more reliable because it's, I would assume, like a lot of the electric vehicles that have come out over the years, essentially, you know, have 1 to 4 moving parts, which is basically to drive just the wheels. So maintenance is quite a thing. Like, eventually batteries, you have to get the batteries replaced and whatnot. But no, usually it's a pretty tiny detail amongst all things. And I'm like, it would just be cheaper in the long run because you're not spending money on gas. And I'm still trying to figure out information about their home charging unit to charge your car up. You know, it's not just essentially you're plugging into the outlet, it's you plug into some sort of generator type that you keep at home, and that refills your car, essentially. Interested to see how that all works and whatnot, if it caps off, how fast the charges go, etc., etc. You know, important details. Do I wanna... I can actually probably just keep going. I think we're done with the floor? There's a lot of... Yeah, because this is all the part of the elevator. Next floor here. But yeah. Like, prices are gonna be the more interesting thing, is like, you know, how much are they gonna be selling for? realistically, I actually would like either a small or a normal type vehicle, not like, I don't need a big SUV or truck or whatnot. I'm just trying to mash through the text and I keep re-talking to him again. It's embarrassing. But just a normal car would be just fine. Like, I don't mind bigger vehicles, but... Oh no, Pikachu fainted. Like, I don't mind having a bigger vehicle, vans, trucks. Just that's not... Like, I'm not specifically going, oh, I'm gonna need this. I'm like, no, I just need to drive. Alright. There we go. Talk to this guy back into battles, where I can not concentrate on the battles and talk about other things. Oh, it's an Electrode. Okay, that's slightly scary. Stick with Kadabra. We'll go places. The other interest, too, like, I have... Oh, why is everybody exploding every time I meet them? It's not my fault. Alright, we're gonna keep Kadabra out. Or what we do is we go to the next Pokemon in line. Excellent choice. But one of the other things I'm interested in about, you know, the new lineup of electric vehicles is, will they... Like, how long should they last? Because, I mean, realistically, like, you look at, like, for instance, like the Nintendo DS and 3DS, typically after 500 times you've charged it, you're looking at somewhere between like 75 to 65%, you know, total battery capacity at that point in time. So realistically, within like, you know, 1500 times you've charged it, that battery's getting pretty worn out and you got to get it replaced. Interested to see how, what, you know, like it's going to have a lot more batteries and they're going to be pretty efficient compared to, you know, just normal lithium-ion batteries. But it'd be interesting to see if they have, you know, a similar return rate, as it were, of how many times you can charge it before it becomes noticeably weaker. Just checking around for other trainers, because we've been on this floor because this is where we get to Giovanni, so we had to clear this way up. But, looks pretty good, I think, honestly. Just moving on right along. Oh, hello there. I would like to speak to you. Did I ever switch out Kadabra? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, I didn't. Just gonna throw it out there. And since there's one of the Pokeballs is blacked out. No, it's Charmeleon. Yes, okay. I switched it. It's fine. Whew. I'm telling you, coming out of this isometric, I guess is the word we'll use. It's been a week, 2 weeks. We're coming out of that deep funk blue right there. It's getting along smoothly here. But one of the other reasons I'm interested in electric cars is that there's new research being conducted on essentially what's called a massless battery. It's what they plan to do basically is, instead of having like an actual, you know, solid thing that holds the electricity itself, instead what's gonna happen is that all the electric power and storage will be stored on essentially fiber cables. You know, like just, you know, what they would normally run through the ground for fiber, you know, internet cables, companies and all that. But it would be smaller, obviously. But the idea is, for the term massless, is that you build it into the actual chassis itself, rather than having like an actual storage unit and space for it elsewhere. I'm trying to think of it like trying to think of a good example, but essentially, like, imagine your battery or the battery in your cell phone, instead of being like, because they're actually like pretty solid size. Like, I mean, you have here my S10. I'll show the back, but essentially, like, the battery is about a good half of the actual length of the phone. And instead of that being the thing, these little fibers would run along essentially built into the actual phone structure, and you could use that space for, you know, other things. It would be like better processing and whatnot. But their main goal is to put it on like airplanes and cars, where obviously they do have a chassis, and batteries are a big thing for those because that's it's an issue of weight, especially in electric airplanes, where you got to consider how much a battery weighs and how it adds to the gross weight of the vehicle, of the type of vehicle in the sky. So it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. It needs work, obviously, but I've been saying for, I don't know, a couple years now that we have to reinvent the battery for, you know, in essence, for electric cars to really take off. Even with GM trying to push it out, like, you still will need something to revolutionize a need of being like, no, it's gonna be better than fossil fuels. So if they actually work that out, it very well could be an entire replacement, not just batteries in general, but pretty much just, you know, airplanes and vehicles would just completely get upended, and just what we know how they work now would be completely different, you know, in the next decade if they manage to work that out. Just very cool idea. Trying to find like actual, because I found essentially third-party reports that talk about about this new massless energy battery, but I don't have like actual specs on it. They're all just essentially interpreted versions of what these, you know, what this new type of battery is. But I'll give it some time. It was a very interesting read, I'll tell you that. I was like, I'm like, somebody could make some serious money if they sort that all out. Just, and if you made it to work on small scale, like I said, with phones and whatnot, like imagine how thin of a phone you could have be when its battery source is just like fiber cables. Like, imagine it. I'm actually gonna go do the heal. I'm gonna get the healing done here. I should probably figure out what floor I'm on. It's a big thing. It's clipboards. Hang on. It's 1, 2. Whoops. So first off, I'm on the 5th floor, I believe. Okay, that's fine. It's actually good progress. Let's be real here. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I'm right. Whew. When I said I was a little tired, I am a little tired. Feel like, I tell you what though, my head feels clearer now. I used to have, like, it'd be like, I'd have these, for lack of a word, migraines, and my head was just really cloudy pretty much all the time, and it really took a lot of my thinking power, like, just out of existence. And now I'm like, okay, I'm like, I feel, it's like being drowsy in the morning. You're just like, you're conscious, and you know you're awake, but you're a little bit out of it. And that's basically what I am right now, after 2 weeks of insomnia. I'm like, alright, getting my mind back together. Double checking that is all good. I think I'll actually stop here. All things concerning, we're getting there on time. But I am glad to be back here. I hope I'm not that we don't go into another insomnia period anytime soon. We'll see. Like, you know, this could be just a fluke day, but we hope. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope that I'm back next week and I'm like, yeah, I just slept all week. But till that day comes, hope you're all enjoying your day. I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.